Hello, good morning. Look at all of you beautiful people. I have missed you all so much. I just spent the week with some of you, and the previous week with another some of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. We're back in business, baby. Alrighty. So, how's everyone doing? How's it been? How's it going? Welcome, 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 welcome. All righty. How are you all? Good, I hope. All righty. So we're just going to wait a couple minutes as more and more of you hop on. Give you all a couple minutes to go ahead and type into the chat anything you would like to be coached around. So excited to be back. So if you would like to get coached today, go ahead and type into the chat what you'd like to be coached around. Good morning. Coaching on sales, okay. What else? Welcome those of you just hopping on. It's been a couple weeks. I've missed it. Okay. If you'd like to be coached, go ahead and type it into the chat. David, you can do that in the Activate channel. So the Slack channel in Activate, that's where you would go do that. Hi, friend. All righty, welcome everybody. Beautiful, beautiful. If there's anything you'd like to be coached on, go ahead, type it into the chat. Oh, thank you, Rosalind. I just got it done yesterday. Okay. Last chance. Speak now, forever hold your peace. If there's anything you'd like to be coached on, go ahead, type it into the chat right now. Yes, we are in a webinar. We are in a webinar. So if I choose you to coach, then I promote you to a panelist, and then it's just you and me up in here. Okay. All right, Nan, let's do this. There you are. So where'd you go? Hello.
Thank you. Hi.
All righty. How are you?
I right now am struggling from a muscle I pulled in my hip area that happened because when I was finally home for a few days, I did too much housework, too much bending over and getting up and down off the floor and lifting. And I'm just not taking care of myself. I'm working 440 hours in medicine, both this month and, well, closer to 500, both this month and last month, and that'll slow down next month. But next month I have the trip to Florence also. So it's like, And when I'm almost every day that I'm not working in a hospital, I'm promoting my business. And I'm doing little of what Julie talked about, taking time to let my intuition lead me. And I think I could really, on the days that I'm at the hospital, which today's a hospital day, I got home by 11. I will spend the whole afternoon working on coaching things, homework from certain classes, just all of that. And it's like, I need to take better care of myself. And Julie, I'm in Sedalia, Missouri right now, which is not home, but it's close, and I have the dogs with me. And that seems to be the extent of my healthcare, is taking my dogs with me. I mean, my self-care, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So what would be the most important thing for us to talk about today?
The importance of slowing down and listening to my intuition so that I can make better use of the time that I have and still have time for myself and my family.
Okay. So is that what you would like to have at the end of this session?
It really is. I mean, ideally, I would like to have like $300,000 and only work 20 hours a week, but I don't think we can do that in an hour.
Probably not here this week. And
And it can be done. It is an
Mhm.
achievable goal. I can't see how to do it, but it's there.
very, very true. There's people who do it, so it is possible.
I know some of them.
So
Yeah.
what does it look like? What does it look like slowing down and listening to your intuition to make the choices that leave time for yourself?
It looks like stopping and listening to my feelings inside of me. Having the time during the I have the time during the day to do that. We all have the time during the day to do that. We just don't. So I need to recognize when I need to do that. And I need to recognize what things really resonate with me and vibrate where I want to be so that I focus on those and spend less time spinning my wheels and doing the busy work of posting or even engaging on social media, because that's where a lot of my time is spent right now. And it's clearly not getting me a good return on investment.
So what's one thing you'd like to do moving forward, taking care of yourself?
A monthly massage. And I have a massage therapist. I have not seen her in 9 months, partly because she was out for a baby, but also partly me.
Okay.
Another thing would be dinner with my brother and sister twice a month.
So what's something daily, a daily thing that you can do for your self-task starting today? For your self-care starting today.
That's a really hard question for me.
I know. And right, it's those daily habits, that daily discipline that actually is going to lead up to that overall care for yourself.
I'm coming up with a complete blank. That's how big the resistance is.
Beautiful. So by the end of this, we will go find. We're going to find something. Just
Okay.
commit daily.
Okay.
Okay.
For a while, it was just food and sleep. I need to move beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. So what is your definition of self-care?
I'm supposed to have a definition. I guess it would be doing something for myself that promotes my well-being that is not business related or medicine or related to my business of medicine or related to my business of coaching. Just something for myself. And I know I look at these things as extravagant. Things like getting my nails done is an extravagance. Taking a walk without the dogs is selfish. Taking a nap when I'm exhausted. In my brain, that's a poor use of my time.
So how is it a problem if doing something for yourself that promotes your well-being, that's outside of your businesses, how is it a problem if that's an extravagance or it's selfish or it's a poor use of your time?
It means I won't do them. And that
How
is
do you decide what is a good use of your time?
something that moves my business forward.
When you are gone, when Nan is gone, what's going to be left in your business?
Nothing.
So then what is required in order to actually move your business forward?
Clients.
Okay, I'm going to ask my other question again. Nan, when you're gone, what is there left in your business?
The legacy of my clients and how I've helped them.
You had the answer right the first time. You just didn't quite see it yet. Nothing. If you're gone, what is there left in your business?
Nothing.
There's no business.
Yeah.
So what really is the most important thing that moves your business forward?
Me. Me. Okay.
So if there's no Nan, there's no business. Medical or coaching doesn't matter. Now, obviously, like the medical industry isn't necessarily going to collapse, and your impact in that community, right? In that business, in that career, in that field. And then in your coaching business. It just, without you, there's nothing. So I do think it's interesting that taking care of yourself is a poor use of your time. And when it comes to your business, it's a good use of your time. So at what point I'm going to change my question. Cancel, clear the screen. Hi.
Hi.
This is a really exciting one because I feel like we don't get to coach about that self-care, that self-love, that self-expression as much. It's always just business and money. We got to take care of ourselves. Okay.
And this is so crucial to being able to do all the others.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, new question.
Okay.
New question. How is it a problem if you're selfish for taking care of you?
I'm a bad person.
How specifically?
I was told growing up that I was evil and a bad person and beaten for doing things for myself or for standing by my boundaries and saying, I need this. I was told I was stealing things from my siblings if I asked for school supplies. Yeah. And I was made to feel that in the family hierarchy, I was not as important as my younger brothers and sisters.
So, what did you take it to mean about yourself that you're not as important as your siblings?
That I didn't matter. I was only put on this earth to work. And at that time, it was doing housework for my mom and performing well in school. And that was the only reason. Those were the only two reasons for my existence.
So, what if you were to do something in this life on this earth that wasn't work? What would happen?
I honestly don't know. Every vacation I've had for years has been a working vacation. I haven't had true downtime since I left Hawaii in 2017. I don't know what it looks like anymore. I can't connect to it.
So, what was different in 2017 versus now, where you were able to have downtime and now you can't?
Um, I wasn't doing the coaching. I would work 168 hours, 168-hour shift, and then have 168 hours off. And I would spend the first day recuperating from the work week, and then the next several days, I would just hang out at the beach and hang out with friends.
So, how is that a problem if you go back and do that?
I won't have a coaching company anymore.
How,
Something will have to stop.
how is that a problem? I'm not saying you should. I'm just genuine. How's that a problem?
I'll feel like a failure.
How's that a problem if you feel like a failure?
Mm, I'll go into a depression and I might become suicidal.
Okay. I'm going to pendulum swing the other way now.
Oh, please, yes.
So, say you just keep your coaching business and you stop doing medicine. How's that a problem?
I face bankruptcy. But that is the goal. Not bankruptcy, the other part.
I knew what you meant. How's that a problem if you face bankruptcy and you stop doing medicine?
Again, I'll feel like a failure.
How's that a problem?
I'll hate myself.
And I'm going to pendulum swing another direction. What Glad I can make you laugh. What does it look like if you never, ever, ever make time to take care of yourself?
I'll die sooner than I need to.
And how's that a problem?
That's a good question. I'm not satisfied with the legacy I would leave behind. I just don't think I've helped enough people. I think the potential is there for me to do a lot more. And I'd like to succeed at that.
What's important to you about leaving a legacy behind?
Oh, again, it's about what people think of me. Oh, sure. It's not about what I think of myself. It's about what other people will think of me.
So then for you, how is it a problem if you don't take
I'm
care of
dead,
yourself and you die sooner than you need to?
Yeah, if I'm dead, nothing's a problem anymore.
But how is it a problem that it happened, that it was something that you could have prevented?
I think I know what you're getting at, but I'm not really sure. Can you word that
Yes.
your way?
If you knew you could have prevented your death, your
Yeah.
earlier death, by taking
Oh, I'll
care
feel
of yourself.
guilty. I'll be ashamed. I mean, I have all this knowledge I could use to prolong life, and I'm not applying it to myself. Well, except for that week at Jen's place.
What is the worst thing that could happen? Because it doesn't seem like death is the worst thing
No,
that can happen. So what is the worst thing that could happen?
bankruptcy.
What makes that the worst thing that could happen?
The shame and stigma associated with it. The knowledge that even if I go through bankruptcy, that won't eliminate all of my debt because it doesn't eliminate debt to the IRS, which is the biggest chunk of my debt right now. Again, I'll see myself, and my family will also see me as a failure. And I won't be able to help others from a position of being bankrupt.
So what are you willing to sacrifice to stay out of bankruptcy?
Me, myself. And all these self-care things cost money, which reinforces that I need to just sacrifice myself. Uh-oh, she's got that look on her face.
So if you're willing to sacrifice yourself to not be bankrupt, and we just had this conversation that you couldn't do your businesses if you couldn't take care of yourself, you're just steering yourself towards bankruptcy one way or another.
Yeah. And I don't know how to
It's
make
either going to be because you didn't take care of yourself or because you did take care of yourself.
I don't know how to make it stop. That's why I'm reaching out to you.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I see that that's where I'm caught. I see that.
Yeah. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
And I love you. Death, not the answer.
Thank you.
Not the answer. Okay.
Yes, Sarah or Sonia. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I believe you've talked about experiencing this before, so I'm going to ask questions about it. Burnout. I just think this is maybe a topic you're slightly familiar with, just a little bit.
A little bit, although I did see a solution on LinkedIn yesterday.
Oh.
It's called the 777 rule.
Oh, does it have to do with taking care of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
7
going to
minutes
do it?
working. Well, no, because it says spend 7 minutes working, 7 minutes booking a cruise, and 7 days on the cruise.
Absolutely.
My cruise for the next 12 months is already booked, so at least I have that. But even then, that's a working vacation.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a question before you said that, and I totally.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
burnout. I was talking about burnout.
Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. I was just
I
waiting.
do know a little bit about burnout. There's burnout prevention and burnout treatment. I think I need treatment.
Yes.
Yes.
So, how specifically would you recommend that somebody treat burnout?
Get to the root cause of the anxiety that keeps driving them to do this.
Okay, cool. Done. Next. What else? What's the next step you'd have them do?
Lots and lots of pips.
Okay, next.
Release it.
Okay.
But they need to figure out what that's going to look like afterward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now, if this person's just working themselves to the bone, and then they release all their things, and then they go back and they work themselves to the bone, and then they come and then they release the things, and then they go back and they work themselves, and then they just keep going in this pattern because nothing has changed. What needs to change in their lives, Nan?
They need to figure out what they really want and go for it.
All
And
right.
what they
So
really
what
want is to not keep working themselves to the bone.
yes. So Nan, what do you really want?
I want a 20-hour work week with time to spend with family and friends and my dogs and just take walks and be in nature and spend lots of time in hot tubs and be near an ocean.
Mm-hmm. So it
Yeah.
sounds a lot like self-care. So if that self-care is just a poor use of your time, and you're like, well, I don't want to do it. If it's not a good use of my time, I don't want to do it. How is it a problem if you don't do it?
It's going to kill me.
And if you keep going the way you've been going, working 500-hour months, on top of now building a coaching business, on top of every once in a while scrolling through social media. If you keep going like that, what does that do to you?
It makes me a basket case. It makes me very short-tempered. I tend to be in effect a lot. And I'm so stressed that I know it's affecting my blood pressure. It's affecting my ulcerative colitis. And yeah, eventually I'm going to end up in the hospital, probably sooner rather than later.
So a really long roundabout way of it'll kill me.
It'll kill me.
Yeah. It's a real fun double bind for the hot seat.
Fun for you.
Oh yeah, I'm loving this. I would sit here all day and coach you, but I don't think anybody else really wants to be here for more than the next 30.
I would accept a full day of coaching on this. Absolutely.
Okay. And I'm also bouncing around because I want to take you deep and then I want to bring you back up so I can take you deeper in all the things. So I am bouncing around. I promise it's on purpose.
And that's a real skill. There's a part of me that believes I won't be able to release this unless I do a full release or a full break. I mean, a full day or a full breakthrough on this.
Yeah, you'll probably need a full breakthrough because there's a lot of there's a lot of areas of life.
Can you tell my coach?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
She's pretty cool.
She's got an office. It's really fleshing out nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, there's a lot of areas of life affected in this, and this double bind is just a real stinker. And so yeah, it'll take that. And I do want to get you to some resolution today.
Well, and I used to either bury myself in alcohol or go spend an entire day at the gym working out. And I don't do those things anymore because I've recognized that they really aren't helping. But I've got to find something that will work.
Okay, this is gonna be really random. If you were to be, no, I'm serious, this is gonna be random. If you were to have a hobby.
Oh God, it would just take up more time.
No. If you were to have a hobby, what would it be?
You ask hard questions.
I'm on purpose, I know.
It would probably be reading and writing science fiction.
Perfect. Okay. We're going to ignore the side of you that wants to say, it takes up too much time. I don't have time for that. And the part of it that really wants to do this hobby. I'd like to know.
Yeah, and other hobbies that I'd like to do. I'd like to get back to crocheting. That really relaxes me.
Okay. Yeah. What else?
Snorkeling. I miss that so much.
Okay. What else, if anything?
No, paddleboarding if I could get my body back in shape for it. And then the whole process of getting my body back in shape is a hobby.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Any other hobbies?
Not really.
Okay. So if you could just pick one, the most important one, the one that gives you the most benefit, Which one would it be?
The one that gives me the most joy is snorkeling. There's not a lot of places near where I live or work that I can do that.
Cool. So the the ones that are a bit more feasible in your everyday life.
I would say writing science fiction.
Perfect. And how long do you have to do this hobby in order for it to have that like relaxation and positive impact on you?
15 minutes a day.
About how many minutes a day do you spend on social media?
An hour.
And is any of the time you spend on social media work related?
All of it.
All of it. Okay.
Even what appear to be just casual posts are all designed to help people see what I'm doing as a coach.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what it's going to be. 15 minutes a day, writing science fiction, just putting words on paper. 45 minutes a day on social media. Now, here's the thing. You can't go on social media until you've done the writing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if you want to go do the work thing, you have to do the self-care thing.
Okay.
So when you think about doing that,
Mm-hmm.
what, if anything, comes up? Because I want to make sure you do it, at least until your breakthrough, and then we'll fix all the other things.
I have a co-author,
Okay.
and coordinating with him will be the only thing that comes up, because we recently uploaded everything to Google Drive,
Okay.
so that we both have access and can edit things chapter by chapter.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So is there a way for you to do 15 minutes a day of just writing, brain
Yeah.
dumping, planning, and then finding other time to kind of map it all out and fit it in with him?
Yeah, probably 1 hour a week mapping it out with him.
Okay. Okay. So 15 minutes a day. You're already doing an hour's worth of something that you already said wasn't quite serving you.
No, it's not.
So now I'm not sure at this moment in time that I could just be like, well, Nan, you're just going to replace that hour of do an hour of writing and no social media. That might be too big of a change. So we're just going to take the 15 minutes. You need a bare minimum of 15 minutes. Now, here's
Okay.
the thing. If after 15 minutes, you're like, wow, I really need to take some more time to keep going. I'm in flow. I'm feeling great. You have an extra 45 minutes that you can go into.
Yeah.
Because we already know, you already said the social media it's not doing much for you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take up some more of that time, no harm, no foul.
Okay.
You're just replacing something that's not serving you and replacing it with something that is serving you.
Okay.
So now, how are you going to know that you're committing to doing this every day?
I'll see the results.
And what is going to keep you coming back to it every day and not just doing it for the first 2 days and then letting it fall off?
My co-author.
Yeah. Okay. And I would love for there to be something else keeping you going that's not somebody else.
Right. And can we make this 5 days a week and not 7?
Sure.
So that the days I'm on a plane all day long, I don't have to worry as much about it.
Yes.
Thank you. Accountability. I don't go to bed until I've done the 15 minutes.
Right.
And I know that works because I've done it in the past.
So even on the days where you come home and you're exhausted, you'll set a timer for 15 minutes and you will put creativity on a page in a document.
Mm-hmm.
And it will feel as if you're doing something for yourself, and it will feel good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I will take it.
Okay.
But we can go figure out whatever the heck this complex equivalent's doing up in your head there.
We're going to need a follow-up, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
So do you feel like, knowing that you can take that 15 minutes a day, that you can listen to your intuition and make choices that are going to serve you, and recognize when you need to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And now that you're working on building this daily habit, imagine how much quicker this book is going to go. Just 15 minutes of writing a day. Do you feel like you can then look forward to rescheduling those monthly massages with your massage therapist,
Massage therapist, yes.
and have dinner with your siblings once or twice a month?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. And you know that your intuition is someone that you can listen to and call on when you need to make those decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Beautiful. So I have one question. I have one thing I want you to do. And you're going to ask your intuition. So I want you to just close your eyes. I want you to have your intuition come out. However your intuition appears is perfect for you. And I want you to ask your intuition / your unconscious mind to give you a symbol. And the symbol is going to represent when you need to stop, pay attention, and do something for yourself.
It's an apple.
Cool. So now when you see apples, and when you think of apples, and when apples are in your awareness, that's a sign to take a second, check in with yourself, figure out what you need for you, and then make a plan to take action on it.
Okay.
If in the moment you can't take the action, right, make a plan to take the action.
Got it.
Because sometimes you might get it in like the middle of like your shift, and you're like trying to like help all your patients. You're like, I see apples, but I can't do anything about it right now. So just like start making like a mental checklist of how you're going to take that action as soon as you can.
Okay.
That is hilarious, David. Okay, sound good?
Yes, thank you.
Beautiful. All right. Are you feeling whole and complete on this, knowing that we will be connected,
Yeah.
a breakthrough for this
Yeah.
funky little stubborn double bind up in your brain?
Yes.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That was so fun playing in your brain today. I probably wasn't very fun for you, but it was fun
No.
for me.
I wouldn't say it was fun for me, but I've needed this for a long time and I feel much better.
Good. And we've brought it into your awareness. So
Mhm.
now you're very conscious of all the things kind of going into it and all the things. So now you can start noticing
Mhm.
doing that thing again. But hopefully it won't be there too much longer, because we are going to fix it in your brain. We're going to
Okay.
change it in your brain.
All right.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you. And I'm going to open it up to questions. So you are totally free from any of the things that we talk about. And any questions that you have, I want to make sure that you all were following. I really love to have fun on these on these hot seats. So you get the kind of coaching, it's whatever coaching comes up, right? It's whatever the client needs. It's never cookie cutter. It never looks the same. I'm never doing the same thing with the same person. So any questions that you have about what we did, about why I asked questions I did, anything like that? Oh, David Winter, because I know we have two Davids on here. Congratulations on starting 75 hard. How exciting for you. All righty. Oh, you're so welcome. Any questions? All right, I'll hang tight just in case somebody's typing a question. And oh, there we go. Okay, Olga, how did you come up with what are you willing to sacrifice? So I wanted to know if you're totally free from all this, Nan, even though some of it's still in your brain. If the worst case scenario was bankruptcy, like the absolute worst case scenario, I wanted to know what she was willing to do to stay out of it. So what was she willing to sacrifice to stay out of bankruptcy, to stay out of her worst case scenario? Right? Because so I asked the question, right? What is the worst case scenario? Because before, right, she was talking about death. And it was like, cool. I mean, that solves the problem. So I was like, okay, well, that's not like the worst case scenario, even though it really should be like, like you really shouldn't feel like having to work yourself to death or not take care of yourself to death is not your worst option. Like that was a problem in and of itself. So then, right, what is the worst case scenario? Bankruptcy. Great. What does that look like? How is that? Like, what makes that the worst case scenario? Then, right, I want to know, well, now what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to compromise on to stay out of that? And then it was herself, right? Her health, taking care of herself. And then she then walked herself back into her double bind and was like, and then taking care of myself costs money, which reinforces me sacrificing myself so I don't put myself more into debt. And it was just a cycle. So I was like, okay, cool. So I kind of knew the answer going into that question as well. It was more me asking it so I could reflect it back and be like, man, look, look at what you're willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we all need that mirror held up in front of us like this.
Yes. So even if the answer seems obvious to you as the coach, it probably isn't very obvious. Well, it was just like in the beginning of the coaching session, right? Where I was like, well, Nan, what's left of your business if you're not there? And she's like, nothing. And then I'm like, so then, right? And I was asking her about taking care of herself. And she's like, well, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, Nan, let me ask again. Right? Like the first thing I had to do was get her to see that if she's not here, she can't do her business.
Yeah.
So what does she need to do to stay here? She needs to take care of herself. And that at first didn't quite compute. I had to repeat it once or twice. And then I was like, oh yeah, got it. Right. So Olga, that one is more of a positive leaning question, right? What are you willing to do to not have that worst case scenario, right? That's a bit more positive. That's more like inspired action. I wanted more of a negative. I wanted that negative leaning question. So I asked, what is she willing to, like, what is she sacrificing? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to like throw on the ground, stomp on it, and step on it to get you further away from the thing, right? I was looking for that away from versus like the toward, because I could say, well, Nan, what are you willing to do to not be in bankruptcy? And she's like, oh, work more, make more money, do more things.
And I would have stayed stuck if you'd asked the positive question.
Yeah, it would have just gone right back into. So I wanted to know that negative leaning question. So, and you absolutely could ask that question and see where that gets you. There's no wrong way to do it. Great questions. All right, everybody. Well, this was a fabulous call. Thank you, Nan.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for being here, for showing up, for asking questions, for holding the space. And I will see you all next week. We're back on our regularly scheduled weekly calls. Oh, thank you, Olga. All right. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.